Thank you for checking out this playthrough of Metaphor ReFantazio. If you're watching it as it's coming out, I'm actually streaming it live on Twitch, so feel free to check it out there. We'll be a little bit farther ahead. That said, if you're enjoying the playthrough, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, specifically comment because that helps with the algorithm and makes me feel like a special little boy. Otherwise, we'll get right into it. Thank you. Memorandum. What's going on? Whatever it is, I entrust it to you, Wolfgang. I've had enough of missed deadlines in that road. Did we miss another deadline that I don't remember? I can hardly follow such turns. I never thought His Highness's Gauntlet Runner would hold such a secret. I mean, fair. I don't know many people who would have thought that it held such a secret.
Oh, dash it.
What was his accent? Well, you could knock me down a feather, and I always thought something was strange. I thought it to be some kind of igniter, but when I tried fueling it with magic, it was quiet as a mouse. I ran up and down the castle asking the other court engineers, and nobody had an answer. Couldn't even tell who put the blasted thing into the design. It was something like that, right? Is what we decided because I wasn't gonna do the Tish and Posh or whatever.
Where to?
I'll focus on Martira as our destination, but it's only places I've been before because I have to focus on the area, huh?
The lab really is the key to triggering it.
Oh, I know what the frame's gonna be for this thumbnail.
Hey, are you sure this is safe?
When I get back to uploading Metaphor, I'm... how about that Max Verstappen guy? I mean, he's one heck of a racer, isn't he?
It's Martira.
During the break, like a few days after our last race, I think. Where does he rank in the GOAT discussion? I don't think I'm the person to ask about that because I've only been watching races since 2022, and I've only been listening to them since like 2021, right? So or like reading the lap by laps. So like I'm unfairly biased because during the time I've been into F1, he's been the most dominant guy, right? I think he is up there because he's broken all these records. He's super dominant. Everyone knows he's great. I just wish that, like, I'm trying to think of how to phrase it. I think he could have a rivalry with other people, specifically Leclerc, and I think he thinks so too, because like anytime anyone mentions who's the next best racer, it's always Leclerc, right? Is who he rates highest on the grid. Besides like Hamilton, right? So I really think they could have like a less toxic Senna versus Prost relationship together if like Leclerc was able to fight him, right? So like I don't know. He's definitely up there as a like one of the GOATs because like he's made this car that is apparently undrivable for everyone else win races, and if not win them, be like a top 5 placing car. When we clearly see that like other people can't do that with the car, and he's been doing that since like 2018, right? So like obviously he's like insanely good. It's hard to know because he's so insanely good. Like how much of his dominance is like him being a GOAT or not, you know? Like this is kind of the problem with the modern F1 team is that like they won't get 2 number 1 drivers, which is good, right? It's good that they're not getting 2 number 1 drivers, because like when they do, we see it explode, right? Like even at McLaren right now, where like Piastri, who shouldn't be number 1 yet, but like is going to be, and they treat both like they're going to be. And this is what I'm worried about with Ferrari next year. It like, it makes sense. Did I listen to that Max Verstappen song you sent me? No, I don't think I did. Which one? Send it to me again, and I will listen to it immediately after stream. I promise you that. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. I think it's unfair to ask me, because like he'd be really high up there, but I also don't know if he's actually the best on the grid, because like he's performing one of the best on the grid and knows what he's doing, but it's hard to know who's maximizing their car's performance. I think he is the best this year overall. Even discounting the car's performance, I think he is the best this year. And it's hard to argue that he wasn't the best last year. Right? And like he's always been like hyper competitive, like even when he didn't have the car for it, right? So like he's definitely up there, but again, I think it's unfair to ask me, because I haven't gone back to watch all this stuff. But like I think Alonso's a GOAT, and no one would rank him as like a GOAT, because like he's narrowly missed out on like 3 other world championships, and largely due to stuff that's not necessarily his fault, right? And he's still competing at like nearly the age of 50 or whatever. And still like really, really good. And obviously Hamilton's in that conversation. But like I'm not familiar with like Michael Schumacher and like his eras of dominance, right? Like apparently like people would rank him as a GOAT, and the stats say he's a GOAT, but I wouldn't know. Same with like Senna and Prost, right? What about Fangio? Like that's a completely different era of F1, where like F1 was like a completely different thing. But like he was so dominant for so long that like if we're looking at like stats and like the way like ELO works and like a bunch of different ways to like rank drivers, he would nearly always be on top, because he was just this other beast back when Formula One was completely different. So like, just like any sport, I don't think it makes sense to have a GOAT. I think that people have their eras. You know what I mean? And like, I know everyone wants to talk about that, but like, I think like half the grid would probably beat the shit out of Michael Schumacher even in his prime right now. And I'd like, if you just dropped prime Michael Schumacher into cars nowadays, right? But I don't think that's because he was a bad driver. It's because he changed the sport and the way that people drove and the way that people understood that kind of thing. And then all these other people learned his techniques, and now all these young people are just like an elevated form of him, right? And so like with this new generation, like all of them learned from him, right? And so like they're all going to be around that level. I think that if you took like a young Michael Schumacher and had him train into the new stuff, then like maybe he'd be more competitive than they would be now. But yeah, techniques get better over time. Exactly. People find out new ways to do things, and then that gets incorporated into everyone's techniques, and it gets incorporated into everyone's engineering and everyone's, you know, whatever sport technique thing, or like sport or whatever you want to call it. And so like I don't think it's fair, because like he was significantly better than everyone around him during his time, but now most people now are significantly better than like anyone else would have been at that time. And I think he would be competitive now because that's how ahead of his time he was, but like I don't think he would be like this dominant force. right? You put like Fangio, the guy I was talking about a while ago, like you put him into any of these cars, they whoop the socks off of him, like, right? You put Senator Prost in there, like they get the shit kicked out of them, right? So like, yeah. Anyways, we really are back.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
In my eyes, it's the other way around. It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude. You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? Gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong. Or
Oh, that's interesting.
I suppose when you say it like that.
I mean, because fairies don't need it.
Sanctism, they'll not like this. A tool full of this kind of practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings. Why would the royals have had it?
Oh, that's really interesting.
With this teleportation on our side, can we travel anywhere in the world with only a thought? If that's so, we may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Brylehaven? Just like that?
Go on, try it out.
Oh, people say that about Michael Jordan? Yeah, no, absolutely.
No reaction.
I love that they're testing it. Like we as like gamers know. Wish I could imagine it, but we've
So we
never
can't go
been.
somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you've been? How about Montario?
No. Commoners don't usually visit the 3 great cities.
Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
Yeah, this is really interesting. I'm glad that they're testing it because it like makes sense. Like we as gamers know that we wouldn't be able to go somewhere new. But like this is actually a really good way to have fast travel, but also still need.
Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail for it to work. We'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity. And you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save us in a fight.
Not as convenient as it sounds, huh?
Actually, that all like makes a lot of sense
Now
for
we can
like.
return to the royal capital anytime we need to restock. Tis useful enough as is, and the more
Yeah,
places we
exactly.
travel,
No,
the more we can
Ulkenberg
return to.
has the right opinion. I really like how this is introduced and
whenever we like.
added into.
Put like that, it really is something impressive.
Even if we've no idea where it comes from, it should certainly prove useful.
I like the
Our
way
next
that this
tour
is
is
folded
about-
into the narrative.
We have a lot of preparing to do. We've got 3 days to go, so don't forget.
Afternoon. To capture Heisman, you must be well prepared. You can grow stronger by accepting requests around town, such as the Martyria Recruitment Center. Now that the mission has begun, your base of operations has been changed to Martyra. Each time a new operation begins, the town you stay in will become your new base. Your departure date is July 2nd. Try to be well prepared for it. If you want to return to a previous location, such as Grand Trad, open the world map and select it. Okay, so I don't have to go back necessarily to the Gauntlet Runner. Teleporting does not pass time, so feel free to return to previous towns to complete unfinished. So that is freaking cool,
So,
and I really like that. All right, you were the one talking about the landlord earlier, right?
Oh, my apologies. You're right there. That's
Sure.
a relief. Well, I'll be off now.
It sounds like you pickpocketed me.
Hey, you sure you want to let that fellow go?
Yeah, I
He
figured
did
as
something
much.
of yours just now when he bumped into you.
oh no! Grius's dagger is missing.
It appears Grius's memento was stolen.
Let's chase after him. I don't see him anywhere. Jeez, how'd he disappear so fast?
Where can we find a clue that will lead us to the men who took us Grius's memento? Let's ask the guy who told us it was stolen. Hey you, the guy who stole our dagger. Any idea where he went? I may not. I have no reason to give you that information. That's true, but I mean, that dagger's really important to us. Is it? Oh, you'll have to excuse me if I don't go lending a hand to everyone who puts one out. Oh, come on, not even a hint? This man seems to know something. How can I get him to help us? Consider a kingly invest. Will that really work? My imagination isn't high enough to know what to say next. Apologies, but it's time I got to more profitable endeavors, little Elda. Run along now. I wish you luck. Alright, so I need to get my imagination up.
More people missing.
Spirits here. Fear not, I'll tell you what the clouds say in the next, offer the low price, no, not right now, because I don't know what weather has to do with anything. And prepare for what you can't. Ought to be plenty useful to a traveler. Come back anytime, I'll set you right. Okay, also you don't have... I already bought your fruit cordial. But you know who might have some fruit cordial is the other seller.
What'll I do?
I cannot believe I'm gonna lose my job over something not my fault at all. I don't know what's on your mind, but it looks serious. What's wrong? A ferry? Oh, anti-mercenaries here to hunt down Heisme. You lot all come here in that giant gun. You lot fucking hell. Accents are hard, guys. I'm not good at them. I used to be so good at them, and now I'm not good at them, and they're difficult. You lot all came here in that giant gauntlet runner. As far as your runner goes, can you spare me a moment? Our town used to keep a great number of carrier pigeons so we could maintain communications with other cities. But they are requisitioned by officials from the capital.
Why did this happen?
Seems like they need them for the tournament or some such. But we rely on those pigeons for trade and medicine. I'm getting slowly more John Lennon with it. And foodstuffs. No, it's probably more like John rather than or not John, McCartney than Lennon, but but we rely on those pigeons for trade and medicine and foodstuffs. So their lost threatens our very way of living. That's why we desperately need to procure a practical pigeon parcel from Camaro by July 11th. But no one wants to go out with that kidnapper about. I've got no volunteers. In addition to that, there's no end of beasts they need to go through. And since I was the pigeon's caretaker, there's a good chance that I cannot keep my job if things continue like this. Oh, were you not there? Fuck you, Spectre. Fuck you. Also, hi, and that's a very good joke. Sorry, I will keep that in. I'm gonna say it out loud for for the YouTube later. You're getting more Lennon-like. Well, imagine that. Bravo. Oh, just come in and snipe me immediately, huh? I mentioned I had a quesadilla today. As you guys know, I'm too poor to afford to eat more than once a day. But I had a quesadilla, and it was super dry despite the cheese, and I regretted it. The burrito from the same place is usually like really wet, so I didn't think it'd be that big of an issue. But no, it was like a super dry quesadilla. But yes, that was a very good joke, Spectre. I appreciated it. It's very good. If that happens, I may as well lie down in the gutter and die like a dog.
Stupendous.
But that's where you and your gauntlet runner of yours comes in. Please, save my job. I mean, save the town. You don't notice the difference anymore? I mean, that's fair and that's fine. But, of course, I can't ask you to work for free. Let's see. Is 7,500 reeve enough of a reward for you? You're on mobile now, though? Yeah, I imagine that would change things. Oh, thank you kindly. In that case, I'd like you to go buy one practical pigeon parcel for me. I need it by July 11th if you could. Yeah, let me show you how to get to Camaro too. The merchants at Camaro have got other red goods besides the eggs too. I'm sure you'll find plenty of things that'll be useful for your travels.
Let's give it a shot.
Cool, thank you.
Whoa.
So this is Camaro, huh?
That reminds me.
Isn't this the village nurse was talking about? Remember his story about the old man and the relic? We can ask the villagers about the old man if we go.
A village.
Alright.
Here's where we are now. Ooh.
Hatching the plan, providing a spark. The old,
Here's where we are now.
Can we not go there early?
And right there's a labyrinth. Let's see.
Oh, but we can go...
Here's
We can
where
go
we are
anywhere,
now.
huh?
It's a camp where there's a runner.
Let's see. Let's see here.
Okay, so we can't do anything with that.
So,
We only have so much time to spare, but I guess if we stop by the village on our way to another task, it should be alright. I wish we could follow up on asking what a sand flash is. With everything going on, they need all hands on deck. I've got to get out and patrol, so I'm sorry, but we'll be closed on July 2nd to July 4th. You're the one who took care of the bounty in Chadia Desert, aren't you? I heard the rumors. Chadia Desert is south of Grand Trad, right? So how did you know about that? The royal capital's pretty far from here. Don't underestimate the military. Each city shares information on bounties, though I'm not at liberty to tell you how we do it.
Good hunting to you.
Anyway, you can look up a list of bounties from across the country, regardless of where you are, and accept them too. So, bet your hardest and clear them up, alright? Check the memorandum. Okay, about the sand flash. That what you're talking about is to look for the sand flash? What would that be in? Nature, probably, right? Yeah. Creating a striking and ethereal visual effect. However, the fine sand particles can cause pain to the eyes and body, so locals stay indoors during the phenomenon. Okay, yeah. So what I was wanting to check, and I didn't want to check what it was. I don't think you were here for this. I know that Heisme joins us as a team member, right? Because I do exist. I've avoided any spoilers about the main part of the game, but Heisme has been known to be a party member for a while now, right? So unfortunately that came through to me. Outside of that, I'm trying to stay spoiler free, but I did know about that one. And so I'm like, all right, so obviously he's not actually guilty of whatever they're accusing him of. And so the main lady of this town, and specifically the guard who's Barden's lieutenant, who gave us a hard time initially, I had the idea that either he was in on it or Barden's in on it, and that guy's going to change his tune. But then the lieutenant's the one who told us about this and told us that the sandworm is going to be asleep during the sand flash. And so I was like, oh, that makes you very suspicious. Right now I'm suspicious of the lady in charge of the town, because she was too good when we were introduced to her, and we can only have one good noble, and that's Stroll. Any more good nobles, and I won't believe it. But yeah, so I was a little bit suspicious of her, and the way that she'd instantly be on our side if we took down Heisme and betray the church. And Gallica even pointed that out and then said, oh, maybe the gloomy atmosphere is just getting to me. But I was like, no, that's them planting the seed in our brain that something may be wrong here. So that way, when it happens to be wrong, we're not like caught off guard and been like, what the fuck? Like it's already planting the seeds of that, right? So when this other guy comes out and is like, hey, you know, like this is when the sand flashes, and we know he hates us. I'm like, oh, I don't think the sand flash is actually going to put the sandworm to sleep. I don't think we're supposed to be out there. Like, this even told us it'll be painful for us to be out there. And so I'm like, I wish I could confirm the putting the sandworm to sleep stuff with a second party. Like, I can't believe we're taking him at face value.
Don't go get yourself killed.
An impressive name, if only
Yeah.
we're familiar with Gorborns. They're pretty common and easy to handle. Not quite. They'll attack you with swords and bows as well as magic. The boss won't come out until you dispatch the underlings. It's a bit tougher than you might expect.
Hey,
How about it? Do we need we do need funds for infiltrating Heismay's hideout. Excellent. In that case, the goblins are skulking in the Im's den, northwest. Fucking hell. Of Martira. And the king's not around. A magic building goblin keeps the order within the horde. Take him out, and the big guy should appear. The mages wear black cloth. I bet you could get more information about the target from Martira's informant. Not fond of having to rely on them, but desperate times.
Let's do it.
Increases courage and gets us a decent amount of money.
Let's see here.
So it's in the northeast forest. Here it is. Apparently it's called the Imp's Den. Yeah, goblins suck. They have no weaknesses. I know. I wish I could take...
Nice
A
little
village. A village.
I wish I could go from Pomero to the Imp's Den.
Here's
That
where we
feels...
are now. All right.
And then... Oh, that's the one I've already accepted. Understood. Alright, I'm looking for all the quests I can get. And then I'm gonna go teleport back to Grand Trad and see what's there. See if I can't level up. Oh, it's Metals Day. Oh, so that's... Fuck, I already bought, like, expensive shit from here. God damn it, if I knew a sale was coming.
You'd be real sorry.
Yeah, okay, I regret to see, but I am gonna go see how much I could have saved. Oh, fuck. Fuck, guys, we made the wrong call. Of course a sale was coming. I'm so dumb. At the end of the month, it's not just discounts on the day of rest, but on Metals Day too. Oh, okay, so at the end of the month. So that's why, 30% off? Oh, it's just sold out. It's not even going to tell me how much 30% off was of that. But 30% off would have saved me a decent amount of money. Now I have no money. I think I may have been able to buy better armor. Like the good armor. If I hadn't done that. Oh well, it is what it is. Okay, so that's... you, and that's you. I could listen to the Mustari. Is the courage about jumping, your imagination, the nostalgic elder. I'm just looking out for any more quests. I know everything that we have to do and can make an informed decision from there.
Hey, listen.
But I'm not seeing anything. I guess I could. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Yep, remember, we're only running to... I know, it's bullshit. I've never had Valmo. Jings. What the hell is that? They're not gonna help us settle this. Maybe bugs give you willies, is that it? Suppose you don't want to be touching them either. Well, my bugs are fresh from these spots. Aye. The town's dangerous, but without a trade, how's an urchin like me supposed to pay for a room or board, eh? You should be able to use them as bait while fishing too. Never tried it myself, but I bet it'd be natural. No thank you. Really? Aye, well, come back if you want some. Sure you buy then. Aw, you are kinda cute. Cheery Bite is very good, and I like it a lot. That's Eloquence. Oh, speaking up here's Eloquent. That makes sense. And that's to buy. We're not gonna be Oh, I guess I should maybe try to get my imagination up to talk to the guy. But I think I have to get it up to level 2 and I'm like nowhere near. Nope. Sorry. That's what's on my mind, but what about you? Yeah. Same here, but Royal Virtue's a square. Yeah, my imagination's like gonna take a couple days to get there, it looks like. So I'm gonna have to consider how else to improve it before I make that decision. But it looks like I did look everywhere through here, and it looks like there's no more quests to pick up. I mean, maybe there's one inside the tavern.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, there's an informant. I should remember the informant. King of Imp's Den. I'll buy that one. But journey in deep and you'll find yourself in the Goldborn Haven. Those creatures are clever enough to understand the strength that comes with numbers. A single Goldborn is easily dispatched, but a horde of them is trouble. You got business with the Goldborn King who runs the horde of them. You're gonna want to take a look at the Goldborns in black cloth. No weaknesses to speak of, but they love a good nap. And you can find some items to make them jazzy at general stores around town. That's how you fight them. You may know already, but don't even go in wielding a staff, yeah? They'll fly off the handle, can't even control it. Else, there are a lot of giant insects called vesps in there. They're apparently weak to pierce attacks. You'd best prepare yourself with a spear or bow or something of that sort. That's about it, so make sure you're well prepared before venturing into that place. I mean, we have at least one person who's good at pierce. I mean, we have one of each, but like, it seems like this game doesn't reward spreading out the party very much.
All right. Where to?
Let's go.
No, I didn't mean to go to the catacombs entrance. Oh, that's a cool transition though. Holy shit.
What do you think?
Let's head back.
Understood.
That's a transition and a half, the teleportation. That's cool as shit. Alright, anything else around here? There is an eloquence thing there too. Let's try not to wander off. Yeah, that's right. It takes way too long to get control back. Oh, it may not be a sale day,
He's quite fresh.
but you might still have fruit cordial. No. Why don't you have more? It's been like a week and a half. I couldn't remember where I put my water bottle for a second, but I found it. God. I'm not one to like promote stuff. Thank you. I did just drink water. Do you want me to drink again? or was that like retroactive? I'll drink again just for you. I'm not one to like promote stuff, but this is a water bottle from like coldest water. Yes, be more hydrated. Absolutely. And they're so good that like legitimately at one point I had put ice in there, and like 3.5 days later there's still that ice in there. Like that's how insulated it is. It's very good. Like largely not like super melted either, not like watery ice. It was wild. It is wild. I shouldn't say was, because I still use it. There is some issues with it, like cleaning the caps and the straw with it, so now I don't drink it like in that way of like drinking like with the straw. Now I undo it and drink from it because it's a little bit difficult to clean that way. So like I cleaned and decided to just not use that area of it anymore. But besides that, it's a pretty good water bottle. I'm not seeing anything new vis-a-vis questing.
Hey.
Okay, and you're still not the porters. Yes, let's. Okay, so Maria wants to find me, is what's going on right now. So I think that's what we're gonna do then, right? You like your circle? Yeah, you've mentioned. I might look into that because it does sound good. I should check with Fabienne.
Oh, hey.
What are you doing here? Are you supposed to be out traveling right now? Or, oh dear. Did they plan to announce your oh, whoops. That's okay. As long as you're safe and sound. That's what's most important, isn't it? That's not it. What do you mean by that? Probably fine to tell Fabienne and Maria the truth. What? You say you've now returned to Grand Trad in an instant? Gauntlet Runner is extra special? What does that mean? Well, you don't seem to be in a particularly defeated mood, so I suppose I have no reason to not believe you. I've kind of lost, I've ended up falling more into the bad Irish-Scottish accent rather than this. And I'm calling it the Irish-Scottish, even though I know those are two different accents, but it is kind of just like an amalgamation of that. And now when I try to go back to my bad British accent, it's not working either. They're all bad, and they're all morphing into the same one. And I assume that means you'll be showing your face around here more often, right? Thank goodness. Maria, she's holed herself up in her room. If only we could take her mind off of things. Oh, you have pictures from your trip to give to Maria. Whoops. You just give up on accents? I kind of want to, but I think people like it. Maybe? I don't know. Do you guys like it, or do you want me to just give up on them? That's kind of you. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. I'll fetch her from her room. Would you mind keeping an eye on things down here? And I'll tell her about how your traveling magic works. God, I don't even know what that is anymore. What's my accent? I gave it to Maria. She really lit up, so thank you.
We did it.
Still, I'm not sure popping in to show her pictures is the wisest idea. She puts on a brave face, but she's not past it all yet. I mean, you're in the middle of your journey, aren't you? If you turn around and leave again, I'm not sure the poor girl's heart could take it. I am level 2. I want to make Maria smile. I was able to convey how dedicated I am to Maria and helping her with her loneliness. And helping you with your loneliness if you'd like. Well, you really have kept her in your thoughts, haven't you? Then maybe you'll be doing her a favor. Go spend some quality time with Maria. I'm sure she'd enjoy hearing about your travels. Shit. I only have 3 days. Is this how I want to spend a day? When I have these other side quests? I think so. I think I'm actually gonna wait to do a... right after I get permission to spend time with her. See, we'll be sure to visit again when you're able. Right after I told her that we are dedicated to Maria. Deadline unknown. Okay, fair enough. No deadline, no deadline, no deadline, and 13 days. So, yeah, if I have 13 days, I think I'm just gonna wait until we recruit Heisme. I think the smarter idea is to level up our stats and to level up our bonds.
Thank you.
Am I wrong? Will you come with me then? She'd been down for so long. Not that I expected her to be a giggling ball after all that's happened, but she seems to feel the need to put on a brave face.
Really?
Sounds like she's bottling up her emotions. She must be. She's a good girl, but still. There's many who see Grius as a hero who tried to take down a tyrant, but the city has its fair share of Louis supporters. I worry about what would happen if more people found out Maria's his daughter. So I sat her down and very clearly explained to keep their relationship secret. And she promised, but now she's acting like nothing's wrong. The poor girl can't talk to anyone about her feelings. My heart aches for her. And that's where you come in. I wanted to ask a favor of you.
Look,
I think the inn suffocates her. Would you mind taking her somewhere to talk? Even if all you do is lend her an ear. She would appreciate it. Leave it to me.
Yeah.
Whatever I can do to help, leave it to me. Ever the reliable one, aren't you? I have a feeling Maria will open up to you.
You're a big help.
Thank you for doing me this favor. I'll fetch Maria then. It's been such a long time since I went for a walk. Thank you for coming today, mister.
Hey,
Oh, I remember this place. When we first came to the capital, I fell down right around here. I couldn't see anything because it was really dark. And then Papa, he patted me on the head and said, "You okay?" I should have tried better to say it in her voice as his voice. Hey, mister? You can tell me. Don't worry, you can tell me anything. Oh, it's just... Never mind. I mean, there's something, a whole lot of somethings, but I'm not sure which one to ask first.
Oi there!
That would-be assassin used to live around here. You mean that madman who tried to kill Luis? Yeah, him. Can you believe some washed-up mercenary thought he'd be able to take out Luis? He almost did. Like, he almost did take out Luis. It's only because of the king's magic that Luis lived. Maybe he went bad from hunger. Last thing we need is more godsmen prowling around because of him. Let's keep walking. Why don't we keep walking?
yeah.
Okay. Was I supposed to go tell them off? Tell me stories about your journeys. No. Tell me stories about your journeys. The ones about places outside of Grand Strad. Couldn't I take her there because I can teleport? I mean, I know, like, we should probably tell her, like, adopted mom first, but, like, I can literally teleport her to some of these places. It feels like like, that would be okay, right? Maria and I walked around aimlessly as we talked about various things. Now this right here, that's this this here, that's art. Hey, it's the freak. Pardon me. Yeah. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Stop.
Please don't scribe there. That's Miss Fabienne's house. Ew, gross. Get away from me. I'm okay. That was your own fault. You had it coming. Yeah, I heard your parents didn't even want you, so that's why Parapus had to take you in. Yeah, I heard my mom say there's a weird half-blood thing, half-blood kid, not as bad as calling a thing. Holy shit. Live in some dodgy inn. I bet she was talking about you. Oh, let's see. I want to have them apologize to her, but I think she cares more about cleaning up the drawings.
Hang on.
Now we need to clean up those drawings. Now. Shut up, stupid head. I'm out of here. Am I weird? You're not weird.
No, no.
You're not weird at all, Maria. You mean it?
I'm
Some dirt got on the picture you gave me. I'm really sorry. I was happy you gave it to me. You didn't forget your promise. I'd never forget. I would never forget a promise. Oh,
okay.
I do feel better. I do feel better when oh my god. I do feel better when I look at your picture. I know you've been traveling all over and doing your best, mister. That's why I have to do my best too. I almost had her accent for a while there, and then I switched back to not the right one. Fucking hell. I can sense Maria's vigorous determination and unshakable trust that she placed in me.
I wanted to show Papa too.
I wanted to show Papa too. I wanted to show Papa too. I don't know if I can hold on to that. Was it true when he said my parents didn't want me? Nobody tells the truth about anything. They'll just say that I'm still a kid. Do they not want to tell me because I'm a kid? They don't want to say it's my fault Papa died? Oh, that's brutal. He did it for you is not... A bad person did it. A very bad person is responsible for what happened, not you. I don't get it. Why can't I see Papa again? You have to go back to Miss Fabienne's.
By the way.
Welcome back. If it's not too much trouble, can you, I'll visit you again. I'll come and visit you again, Maria.
Okay.
Okay, it's a promise. So, see you later, right? Part ways with Maria and return to the group. You can safely, don't forget to keep an ear out for your followers' voices. Back to, yep. I hear a voice. I wonder if he'll come again. If he does. Brigitte comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with her. I fully intend to. Never mind. Oh, okay. Hi. Hot lady. She is extremely hot, yes. Her and Fabienne, like, holy crap. I can tell just by the look in your eyes. Sir, you must be a traveler, aren't you? If I'm correct, then please tell me the places you've been to. Then for penance of just 250 reeve, I can bring your travels to life through my music. So you talk about a place and he turns that memory into music? It's not just a performance, but a showcase of magic as music. Want him to perform for us? I'm busy. And poor. Oh, that's too bad. I'll pay you a visit. I'll pray you'll visit again when you have some leisure time to spare. Yeah. Alright. Time to go out and visit the royal capital. And I'm specifically going to be visiting.
Let's go.
God, that transition is so sick. It's so sick. Oh my god. Should I go look around to double check that there's no other side quests? I don't think there are, but maybe some pop up at night? Do we know if certain quests come out at night versus day? Do we know that?
Guess there's nothing to be done.
Okay, so they will show up on the map. Like, even if I haven't seen them? Okay.
All right then.
Thank you for making sure I knew that. So it doesn't look like there's any new ones. So instead I just made a circle for to grind the trophy about skate sorting. I feel like I haven't heard anyone refer to it as skate sorting, but I feel like everyone's made that joke. But I do feel clever that I just came up with it simultaneously, even though I'm sure everyone made that joke. Of course.
Now then.
Here's the leash. Today's job is to walk it. It's been itching to get out lately. Keeps making a fuss. Walk it around the capital so it quiets down and gets the energy out of its system. You can't be seen coming out of here. If you've got no questions, then get to it. God, I've really defaulted to a singular accent. It's fucking whatever. I took the dog out without anyone seeing it, walked her around the capital. Aw. It is very cute. It seems to have taken a liking to you.
But
I could hear it from downstairs. Don't get it too excited. This is on you too, dog. A simple walk shouldn't be enough for you to let your guard down. It's proof she's smart. But she's such a smart girl. I trusted you unconditionally, sight unseen, and you think that makes it smart? It trusted you, not I. Oh my god. Sure, whatever you say.
hopeless.
I've never liked this thing, ever since the first time I laid eyes on it. It was on the side of a road. It was on the side of the road, buried from neck down. Head bleeding too, probably hit by a rock at some point.
It's over.
It could have just given up and died. Died. I don't know how they would say it. But it looked into my eyes and whimpered. I hated the sight of it. You hated it? It's a strong word. Why?
In those days.
I was once a stray myself. My earliest memories of fighting a dog over a scrap of meat covered in dirt and getting bitten for my trouble. Wherever I went, I found only hunger and violence. So I robbed and stole everything. I robbed and stole anything and everything. I fought and I survived.
It's a living hell.
It was hell. I see.
Really?
That's beyond words. What am I doing talking to a child about this?
Just a fantasy.
Just like that dog. I let my guard down like a fool. Never mind. Forget I said anything. I want to hear more.
No.
Wait, I want to hear more.
Why?
And what will you do once you know? Are you really prepared for that information? No matter. While we're on the subject, one word of advice.
Listen.
This world is a bottomless hell, a bog of endless muck. And if you trust another person to keep you afloat in it, you'll feel the sludge cross over your head soon enough.
Don't ever
Close over your
forget
head. To survive, you need the strength to make your way through the muck. Nobody can do it for you, and indeed, nobody else should. You need your own strength. And I'd say that's well within your powers.
Therefore,
In addition, I'd like to provide one other reward. I'm sure you're aware that there's a man in town tasked with exchanging mag obtained from hunting monsters and the like. I'll put in a word with them so they're more flexible with you, not just here in Grand Trad, but across the kingdom. You can sense Brigitte's attempts at kindness and trust.
no pain can stop me now.
Inheritance slot for the merchant lineage too. I get another slot. Let's fucking go. Improves exchange rate at the mag exchange. Okay.
Even then,
I shouldn't be the only one talking. You owe me some secrets of yours after all that. So, what does the throne mean to you, really?
you there.
What are your true motives? What are you aiming to do? To help people like you.
Honestly.
I want to see people like you, Brigitte.
I hated it.
If it were anyone else telling me that, I'd kill them where they stood. But for now, I'll restrain myself. I figured she wouldn't like that, but like, I can't tell what you're thinking at all. But I'll expose your true nature eventually.
I'm off.
That's all for today. Off. I'm off. That's all for today. Come back when you can. Nope, still don't got it. Fucking hell. I'm sure that dog will be delighted to see you.